standpoint. Listen to the feminine side. The standpoint. Still listen to the feminine side.
And welcome to The Standpoint, when my excitement is on another level. You know I have an exclusive for you. Yes, today I have two friends. One is a Christian, one is a Muslim. One is a celebrity, the other is also a celebrity, but she likes to be behind the scenes. They've been playing together, working together for years. What keeps them going? What's the secret? People say women are their own enemies. People say women cannot work or be friends for long, but they keep going, especially since they work together. Today, my guest, Jackie Appiah, the Jackie Appiah, and her manager, the Samira Yakubu. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be beautiful, so you don't want to miss it. Let me say thank you to, once again, Habarata Fabrics for my tie and dye fabric. And of course, my hair is by Insula. The skirt and top by Liran Collection. You see, since I became snatched, I like to tuck in, to show the the weight loss, Thank you so much to them. Thank you to Twinny Crafts for my beads, my anklet, and of course, my bracelet and earring. Dangling earring, all by Twinny Crafts. Thank you so much to them. And then my makeup by HB Elegance. Follow them on Instagram and on Facebook, and they will sort you out wherever you want to go, whatever you want to do. We take a break. When we come back, we get to meet Jackie Appiah and her manager, Samira Yakubu. We'll be back.
The Standpoint. The Standpoint.
To The Standpoint, you can understand the excitement in the studio. I have with me the Kingdom Ambassador. Tara, do I have some people here who want to be actors and actresses? Yeah. Do I have some Jackie Appiah fans here? Yeah. All right, so as I told you, I have Jackie, the Jackie Appiah, and her manager, Samira Yakubu, who is a media personality, a film producer, and sometimes she acts herself, as well. So, and I'm sure by now you've watched her new movie in collaboration with Dominion TV. That's a Taste of Sin. Yeah, the Papa himself is in there. The Archbishop Duncan Williams is in the movie. Yeah. So if you haven't seen it, you better go and watch it. Okay, all right. But then let me say thank you to my sponsors. That's Vena Mineral Water and Big Old Drinks by Trillium Ghana. Thank you to House of Food, Auntie Vera, and the team. We are grateful to you, Mrs. Oforipoko and the family. You're always coming to support us, and we are grateful. Thank you to Phoenix Decor for the plants that's beautifying the studio. We are grateful to them. Fairwood.com, they gave me the chair for a bit of me. And then, of course, Juice Time, 100% fruit juices. We are grateful to all of them. Now, let me come and talk to my beautiful ladies on the set. What a friendship, what a relationship. Let me start with you. Samira,
yes,
do you guys sometimes fight?
We even fought before coming out of your office.
You even fought before coming out of my office. What are some of the things you fight over? You quarrel or disagree about?
So we mostly disagree with a lot of things, amazingly. I think we are two different people. you know. And I don't know, it's only, you know, most people say, but you're different, Jackie is different. How do you guys cope? I think that is why we cope well. Yes, we have misunderstandings once, yeah, most times.
You know, what are some of the things she does that annoys you?
I don't tell you now.
You're just about to say it. But she does things that really annoy.
She's stubborn.
But your friendship is unique. Let's
Thank
talk about your
you.
friendship before we come to your professional side. Samira, you are Muslim.
Yes.
Jackie, you are Christian.
Yes.
And you've been friends for how long?
Like 2001, so like 22 years.
Wow. Amazing. Jackie, how did you meet? The two of you, how did you meet?
I met her at Top Radio. I was a young girl working. I was with Thing to Do for Love, and we went for an interview at her radio station at that time, which was Top Radio. And then she saw me, and we became friends from there. Yeah, the rest is history.
What did you see in Jackie then?
Well, so amazing. Before I finished school, I watched Things We Do for Love before she came in.
Yeah.
And then I saw like, wow, this girl has something. This girl will become a very big star. So the first job I got was Top Radio after journalism school and all that. And so my full job, apart from the attachments we used to do.
Yeah.
But so I was at Top Radio, and then I had this program that I was directing and producing. It was an entertainment program. So my first week, I said I wanted the cast of Things We Do for Love. I wanted to see Ayunam, the black girl.
Yeah.
And so I called the directors and I asked them that, oh, I wanted to have an interview with the cast and crew. And particularly, I want the black girl. So they came to the interview without her, with other cast. But this guy came with them. What's his name again? Randy. Aluta. So he was, you know, then I pulled him after the interviews. I pulled him aside. I said, I asked for that black lady. Why didn't she come? And then he said, well, the director. And I said, okay, next week I'm giving you another time again. You come with her alone, without the crew. So he came with her. I put her on. And the moment I saw her, so the secretary came to me. So she came to me and said, oh, Samira, your guest is here. And I was like, who? She said, the Ayunam girl. So I came out to the reception. I saw like, wow, you're really a beautiful girl. You're more beautiful than I see you on TV. But you're going to become one of the biggest stars Ghana has ever seen.
That's what you said to her?
Yeah, that's what I said to her. I hugged her. And I took her to the studio.
So you prophesied?
I just said it. I don't know. Maybe I did. So I took her to the studio. We had the interview and all that. When we were done, we exchanged numbers. And amazing, Top Radio is here.
Yeah.
It's not far from your studio. Kokomlemle here.
Kokomlemle here.
And her school was also around here. She was in SS at the time. And so we exchanged numbers. So when she closed from school sometimes, then she passed by to say hello to me. I was young, but I was older than her, a bit older than her. So then we kept like that. We kept in touch. And I'm like, okay, so I'm interested in movies. After she said, yeah. So I used to host a lot of producers, like, you know, I have this black lady. She's so pretty. And the fact that she didn't touch her color was so amazing and beautiful for me.
Yeah.
And so that's what I loved about her the first time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing that people commend you for. That all these years, you never touched your color.
Yes.
And because we've been told that it used to be tough for black skinned girls to be cast in movies.
Yes, exactly. But I'm black and proud.
Hey.
That didn't scare me. Yeah, although back in the days they wanted light-skinned girls to put on the TV, to put on the camera, posters and stuff like that. But I wasn't discouraged. I was going to stand out and make the best out of my talent so that they see me and recognize me and appreciate me for who I am. And they did. And yeah.
Jackie, I mean, I keep saying that nobody was born confident. But what kind of childhood did you have? What kind of upbringing did you have?
Wow. I came from a God-fearing family. I used to live in Canada with my mom as a child. And I was born in Canada, so I grew up there. And I remember when I was watching this TV series called Barney, the purple, yes. and they wrote on the screen, do you want to act? If you want to be part of the studio audience, like they used to do they used to invite kids over. Yeah, so it was a 1-800 number or something, and I called the number, and then when I called, they said the taping was being filmed in New York, so it wasn't going to be possible for me to go all the way there. But as at that time, my mom knew that her child wanted to act. You know, she didn't discourage me. You know, she encouraged me to take part in school plays, church plays. You know, so my mom has been very, very understanding in my whole family.
Right.
My dad didn't understand in the beginning till he saw it later on, and then he agreed because he comes from a family of lawyers. So
Wanted you to
be a lawyer, yes. So all of them are lawyers in my dad's side. So he wanted me to
Be a lawyer.
exactly, but God had different plans for me.
And amen to you. Any regrets?
No, not at all. So sometimes I practice my law on my friends.
Just yesterday, I was telling her that if you really became that lawyer you wanted to become and you became a judge, you'll be a wicked one. Because
She's a harsh on you.
we had this case with other people where we're supposed to help somebody with the few of his decisions about something, and she kept saying, no, then this is wrong. If the person did this, then no, then that means that we don't trust this person. Then I said, hey, we kill judge.
Oh, I see. But do you still have that dream of becoming a lawyer?
Don't know. I don't know, but I'm back in school, so who knows? Yeah, I'm back in school doing my master's.
Ooh,
so yeah, I don't know.
Doing your master's in what?
I'm not supposed to say my mouth. That's for another day.
Okay, but at least we know you are doing your master's, which is good for us, right? So there's no limit to education, no matter how famous you become, or well known, or as they say, rich hunty you become. You still go to school. Does Samira try to mother you sometimes?
Yes, she does. She's a very protective person. Sometimes I feel she gets jealous when I even make new friends. Yes, but she's protective over everyone as well. So she's a very passionate person. Maybe it's from, she's a Libra, and Libras are always passionate about stuff, yes. But she does. She's very protective of me, yes.
Sometimes overly protective?
Overly, too much. That's why we fight sometimes.
So you're looking at your friendship now. Your friendship has become more or less like a sisterhood, right? You've known each other for over 20 years, so 22 years. You know each other's weaknesses and strengths. When Jackie is making a decision concerning maybe a movie or a career move or something, a business idea or some ambassadorial role, what role do you play in that?
Everything. So we have plans most times. We just don't pick things up. We have a long-term plans. We want to do this, we want to do that. At this point, we want to do this. This is what we want to do. We have a plan. Okay, she doesn't want to do alcohol ads. She doesn't want to do betting. Really? Yeah. And so the last time they brought us some serious big betting thing, and then the contract. We looked at the money, we needed it because it was during COVID and all that. And then we're looking at it, and then she kept saying, Charlie, no. This thing, what would I be telling the young people? I can't go and sit on TV and talk too much. No, I can't do this.
Wow.
I was like, So other people said, oh, why don't you do it? Because she's a Muslim, that's why she said, no. I don't even feel comfortable doing it. And so later the people called me that, oh, the money that we're giving Jackie that you guys refused to take, we've given like for like 10 people. I said, that's okay. And then later it was banned even that celebrities couldn't even endorse. So it's something that she has already put in mind that she wouldn't do. And I respect that. And the things that I also can say that, oh, Jay, when we don't do this or we do that, we are more, you see, what makes the difference is that we are not like manager artists.
Okay.
We are sisters. I call her, that's what I said, I'm her second mother. I'm her big sister. She says I'm her big sister. She's my younger sister. So we see each other like that, like family. Both families who sees us. I met her sister, her direct sister, her big sister, in New York. And then I was telling somebody that, oh, that's Jackie's sister in Hausa, my cousin. That's Jackie's sister. And the girl thought I was just saying sister, sister. I said, no, that's her real sister. That's her big sister. That's her mom's firstborn. She turned and spoke Hausa to me that you are more of her sister than me. What are you saying, Samira? Yeah, so it is like that, even with the both families. We all know that we are one big family. And then work comes second. We just, amazingly, the things we do is mostly work. When we sit down, we decide on what do we do this? How do we do this? How do we make this? How do we get this? That's all we talk about. We don't have time for, no. We are, yes. Yeah. So we're always thinking of work. Right. And we decide, do we agree or we don't agree? Then we go on.
Right. Let me take a break. When we come back, I'll find out from Jackie why she decided not to do certain adverts or take on certain contracts and movie roles, and how the journey has been. But I'm more interested in, that sisterhood that the two of you have built over the years. Well, let me say thank you to Habarata for my tie and dye. My dress is by Liran Collections. Thank you so much to her. Hair by Inshilo GH. Thank you, Inshilo. Makeup is by HB Elegance. And then my beads and anklets and earrings, very long ones. Let me show you. Thank you. By Twinny Craft. We'll be back.
The Standpoint. The Standpoint.
Welcome back to The Standpoint. We are talking to the Jackie Appiah and Samira Yakubu. Did you know that Jackie has a dimple? And she does. Yeah. Is that when she laughs,
So that's my good time when I take pictures.
Oh, I see.
Yes. But I usually do, I always cover my face so people don't see it, yeah.
Today we've seen it.
You're very fast.
Yes, I saw it. I saw it. Well, let me say thank you to Venom Mineral Water and Bigger Drinks by Trillium Ghana, House of Food, Auntie Vera and the team. Thank you, Mrs. Sofori Poco and the family. Thank you to Yep Cleaning Services, Fina Decor. We are grateful to them. I was actually talking about my outfit and then I shifted. Then I'm talking about something else. Okay, let me continue. I've done my beats. I've done my hair, my makeup, my dress. That's it. Okay, let me come to Jackie. Why or what informed your decision not to take on certain adverts and ambassador roles for certain products?
Oh, wow. I guess because it's a good question. I have a lot of people that look up to me.
Yeah.
And I don't want to lead them astray. So, and I come from a Christian family, and there's certain things that we don't agree with, and my papa is always on my case, Archbishop. So I don't want to disappoint my fans, and I want to make the right decisions. If I pick up a drink and I know it's good, any product that I endorse, sometimes before I even agree to endorse the product,
you use it.
I use it. I have to use it for a month or 2 months to just see how it's like, and if it's good to go, then I agree to do to advertise for you. But there's some lady bought a product the other day and it wasn't good. I couldn't do it for her. So
for you, it's not just about the money.
No, it's not about the money. Yeah, it's not about the money.
It's good to know people up close and personal. So all the things that you are here, you see that it's not like that. It's not like that, But Samira is a Muslim. You're a Christian. How do you vibe?
I'm a free-spirited person.
She's fasting now. You are not fasting. You have to eat.
And I eat in front of her and she'll be insulting me in her head. But I don't know. I'm a free-spirited person. She's also the same. We're one family. Perhaps she went to a Catholic school growing up, so she understands the Bible. Some of the stuff that are in the Bible are in the Quran, and so she understands my religion, and I understand, and we respect that.
Yeah. I keep hammering on this relationship because, there's this perception that women are their own enemies, and then women can't be friends for long, especially celebrities. And we've seen it happen over, no need to mention names but we've seen friends who are in the public eye and it cuts across, professions. But two ladies, the next moment they are fighting. Samia, how do you avoid this?
So for me, that's why I don't like a relationship or friendship that is forced. Relationship that flows by itself. One is real. A lot of people here, when I came, I saw different things. People force friendship on people. And so that's where the problems come. You don't like the person, the person doesn't like you, you don't vibe, you're not compatible. Even friendship, you have to be compatible. I keep saying that, why I am with Jackie for this long, not because of money, we started as friends. And then I would go with her to other things, try to help her with her jobs because of the industry I was in at the time.
Yeah.
And when we meet things, I try to help. I'm selfless. I just try to help whoever that is around me, not just Jackie. But she has this great spirit. I tell people, I don't tell her, she's humble. Jackie would never sit there and think about something
bad about anybody.
No. Even when you're doing her bad, I say till the day, even if you kill her, and she wakes up again, she's like, oh, she'll forget that you even killed her before. No, on a more serious and true, and that's the real thing. Maybe that is why I got so much attached to her.
Because you felt you needed to protect her.
Exactly, because I'm different. For me,
because
when you come for me,
I'm
open. I'll tell you as it is. I don't, so that she doesn't even remember you've hurt her. You understand what I'm saying? And so I'm like, no, this girl, will be back, that kind of thing. In this industry, she's calm, she's humble, and people like to take the piece when you are like that in Accra here.
They take you for granted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I took it upon myself. When you come, I'm here. If she won't mind you, I will be there.
And you received your own fair share of the insults.
Exactly.
And the name calling.
And then I take, and I'll deal with it. She won't deal with it, but I will deal with it. So there are times that so for me, I think our relationship or friendship is God. Sometimes we ask ourselves, hey, we are sure, say, Mr. Akubu, Uncle Shia, Auntie. Like we think that we must be siblings somewhere. Or somehow, because we fight. We fight a day we can fight like 10 times or more. We do a lot of things in common. We do things together. So our interest most times is same, just that our characters are different.
Yeah.
She's calm, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yes, she would not voice out, I would voice out. She doesn't talk, I talk. So I think that I've even influenced. I say, 22 years. They say I was at she used not to talk at all. So I don't think that we created it. It just came by itself. And it is working by itself.
Yeah. The last time we met at the awards program, I remember I asked you this question. How come you ladies have been able to be this close for this long? And then Samira said, it's because whatever you tell me about Jackie, I'll tell her. Exactly. And whatever you tell Jackie about me, she'll tell me. And we'll discuss everything. So there's no secret between how come there's no secret between the two of you?
You see, that's what brings the problem. Someone will tell you something about your friend and you would keep it inside of you and you start hating the person, you start disliking the person. Anything she does, like but we don't hide anything from each other. Once you say it, I'll tell her. Once you tell her something, she'll tell me. So if somebody wants to tell me something I don't want to say, she's here, let me just say, because whatever the case be, you tell her anyway. So let me just sit in front of you. So so we've just been able to, anything you tell me, I'll tell her, and vice versa. So just been that way.
There was this, there were people who were trying to create confusion among us. So what they do is that they'll come and play with your mind. And you know this, and because Jackie, then I'll look. Then I'll argue, and you don't tell Jackie the truth. But I'm the one who tells her the truth. If she goes wrong, I will say it as it is, like white. And her mom too is the same. So that we will join hands. And we will.
Partners in crime.
Exactly. And so... But I won't say if yeah. So they say.
Remember the last time we met at the holiday? And she was in Ghana then. She came and then I met you. Remember? Your mom. Yeah, your mom came down. Yeah.
Her grandson called yesterday. Her grandson is older than Jackie.
Okay.
So he called yesterday. And we were talking about something. Said, "Sami okra, we had to say me nana. We had to say me nana. You know." So she helps me. So they come and create confusion. They say things. Human beings are, and I ask, what do you intend to
achieve with
this? Somebody can
so
just
they
come,
try.
They've done several times. So what they do, the moment you finish everything, I'll tell you my peace of mind. Even what you're saying, if it is true about Jackie, I will defend her. When I go and meet her, I will tell her everything. And I'll tell her where it's true and needs to be changed. But I won't tell you that. I'll still defend that it's a lie. And when you go and tell her, she said, hey, Nipa way. So we look at them. Then later they found out that we've been laughing at them. They said, if you want to talk to Jackie, just wait for Samira to be there. If you want to talk to Samira, wait for Jackie to be there. And so we now know them and we know how to deal with them because there are a lot of people in the world that hates happiness. No, it's true. Especially in where we come from. Yeah. We don't like to see people happy. Yeah. We like to see people sad. And that's what we enjoy. The moment you're happy, people must create problems for you. Yes. So we know. So when you start, we laugh. Yesterday, like that, she said somebody told her something. And then she said she was trying to polish it to tell me. But she told me small. Yesterday, she said it. Then I was like, oh, she said, don't be sad. They didn't say it like that. I said, hey, you are lying. They said it.
They said it like that.
They said it like that. Said, no, don't fight them. No, they didn't say it. I said, they said it like that. Yeah. I understand you. But it's okay. I'm not going. I don't care. So these are the things. But when you don't, they'll come and tell you things that people imagine things in their hearts. Then they put it upon you. Maybe that's how they feel their life should be. And then they put it upon you. Or that's what they actually do. And then they would make believe. And it really comes to pass. And it's a sad world. I don't know. I tell people when we sit, we only think about how do we make money. Okay, so I was a journalist, I was producer, I was directing.
Once a journalist, always a journalist, my friend.
And then let me just say this to my sweetheart. So I keep telling Jackie that when I went to GTV, I was doing my attachment at GBC Borga. But when I got to Accra and I was going to do my service, they posted me to GTV. I was so excited. I was so happy. It was the most happiest day of my life. After 2 months, I said, I want a change. But the only person who made it, and I've told everybody, everybody, was Gifty, and she never knew. When you go to newsroom as a young lady, they would go to assignments, you would not go. But unfortunately for me, I was already a top radio. I was even a correspondent at the castle. So I didn't understand how they can bring me to that level where you sit in this newsroom and then they go and do their stories, go for assignments, bring you the script that you should write. You write and finish. They are going to the newsroom where you also want to see what is going on. And they'll tell you not to go. And they stop you. She's the only person who pulled us. And we all know this, and we respected it, we loved you. And I've never told you this. I told Jackie, every time I tell Jackie, the first I entered, the first time I went to the studio. Yes, the first time I went into the studio, the new studio, she took me there. But she doesn't even remember me. She doesn't even know that.
That's the thing. I don't remember.
Because she was the only person who was encouraging the young people. And I'm like, no, after 2 months, I said I didn't want to be there. So I changed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's tough in there. And that's something that happens we are all in the creative industry. People like to be, I'm the only one. Yeah. I'm the first one. And then when they see that somebody else, a younger person is coming and excelling, they have to find a way of destroying you. You know, I was telling somebody that Jackie is, I think the person was rather telling me that Jackie is one person, and I'm not saying this because she hasn't gotten herself into any scandal, but scandals are created for her.
Yes. Yes, and you know, it's amazing. I said it's a gender setting. I was telling her, the last time she said, Samia,
stories, lies, the great
she
lies.
said, Samia, what do I do? I said, no, 3 days ago, she said, Sheol, after the press launch, they said I'm pregnant, and then she said,
She was saying you are using a bag to.
yeah, and they said, she said, oh, this person wrote to this person. I said, I'm not going to call any of them. Let them enjoy. You are a woman. You're supposed to be pregnant. If you are pregnant, what is the news about it? But for me, as a journalist, I feel so sad these days that people can. We couldn't do that. Can you just write stories about people without facts? Without, and you know they did that 2 years ago, and she didn't give birth, no pregnancy, and nobody even cares. Nobody is calling them to order. Nobody's calling them to order. And I just
But you're talking about Jackie 2 years ago. Me, how many years ago? 2000. Was it 2004 or 2005? I'm supposed to have had a baby. I'm still looking for my child. Twins. Twins.
Yes.
I don't know where they are. I'm still looking for them.
I was supposed to have gotten married on the 26th. And I was also waiting to see which marriage was going to take place.
Yes. And you know, nobody even cares to fact check.
And they realized it, and they created a whole story, and nobody. And I saw reputable sites and blogs write about it, and I'm like, wow. How can you create
to even call you and ask?
And then when it didn't happen, nobody's apologizing.
Instead of them to come back and say, oh, it was not you, they're all pretending like they've forgotten about it, you know. And it's sad. It's sad
how you handle it.
I read different stories all the time, which are not true, and then I'm like, wow. I'm like, I'll tell her about it, and then after 1 week they'll forget about it. So, yeah. I just ignore.
To really handle it well in your stride, and you always have your smile on.
Yeah, I don't have time to respond to unnecessary stories. That's work for me. I don't want to waste my time even responding to something like that, or taking a pen or my phone and typing something in response to someone's lie. It's work for me. I will use that time to do something better, you know. So yeah, that's why you will never hear me say anything. Yeah.
And I need to take a break, but I want to ask this. I know the answer, but I'll still ask. How do you handle the fact that the two of you are together, but Jackie is always in the public eye, and you are always behind, and you seem not to have any issue with it?
Never.
You don't have any problem at all?
Oh, I love it.
You rather push Jackie to go do this and be there.
So when I started, even when I was a student journalist, I used to act like some few scenes and all that. Even Taxi Driver, I used to play the role of a character called Susie. She was concerning. I told Jackie that when I sit down and I watch all that, I'm not that of a great actress, so I'm not interested. So I love to push people. So one day, I think a year ago, her colleague, who we started earlier, and we went to visit. Something happened. We met. She said, "Hey, Samira, so don't you feel jealous when you see the way people are taking pictures with me and Jackie and things? When you could ask, but I was pushing you. If I wanted to push myself, I'll push myself. Like I don't care. I'm not interested. I just love to see people happy. I love to see beautiful things. I enjoy when I see great things. It doesn't bother me. I'm a very happy soul like that. I just don't like, you know." The way, I don't know how we are built, the selfishness, the greed, and all that. If you do me wrong, I will tell you. Like, you see, you did me good. I said it.
Yeah, if I
no, I would say, no, she knows the ones in the newsroom, I say it. When I see them, I say, way more. No. But you do me good, I remember you. You do me bad, I don't forget. But I don't do anything to you. Jackie will say, we move.
Yeah.
We are not interested in all that. We move. You know, she sent me a story they did of her who was so passionate. She was so, Samir, have you seen her? I sent a voice note. She just said laughter. The thing I said in the voice note, you laugh. Huh? She just said me laughter. And we forgot about that's how we do it. Right. Because you won't allow people to want to see the life they are living reflect on you. No.
Yeah. You know, I
and so you don't allow that.
Because, you know, for me, it's so important as a woman to have another woman you can trust. So for me, I respect the two of you so much.
Thank you.
And that's why, I mean, I guess some people will envy you as well. Because how can she have that? And, you know, You can, you know, and God knows the things they've said about you too.
I know.
You know, I don't even want to get there.
Yes,
But
so
let me take a break. When I come back, I know the young people have some questions for you. And those who want to ask. Right. So you're watching The Standpoint. We'll be back.
The Standpoint. The Standpoint.
Give me that joy I can't explain. Add an extra piece that'll ease my pain. I want that love that'll never change. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that power to walk away when another God wants to take your place. As much of you as I can take. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that joy I can't explain. Add an extra piece and add an extra piece that'll ease the pain. I want that love that'll never change. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that love to walk away when another God wants to take your place. As much of you as I can take. Give me that. Give me that. Oh.
And that is what? Next gospel star. Yeah, you know, from the Kingdom Ambassadors. In fact, you guys, Charlie, you are the best. You are my bestest group so far. All right, so I need 3 people maximum. 3 people maximum who have a question for Samira or Jackie. Who is starting? Okay, Sayram.
So it's a simple question. Both of you actually.
Okay.
So did men try to dominate you or suppress you or push you down in the beginning stages of your acting careers?
Okay, you can answer.
So, yeah, because it's a male dominated, and we know.
Yes, obviously they will, but you need to be strong. And so that's why we are sitting here. If we had allowed that, we wouldn't be here.
Because you are a producer, or is it a director?
Yes, a producer, yes.
You produce movies. How many have you produced so far?
So should be my 3rd movie that I have
The
produced.
first one was?
The first one was 2005, Official Prostitute.
Okay.
And then the second one is Red Carpet.
Red Carpet, yes. Yeah.
That was last year.
Last year, okay.
And then this year is A Taste of Sin.
A Taste of Sin.
But I do a lot of movies that I have co-produced with people, costume. I do a lot with movies. Venus Films, AA Production and all that, all these years. Even whilst I was working with TV and radio,
Yes.
I was doing movies, yes.
Okay. So it's I guess that's why he's asking that whether you've had men trying to dominate, try to dictate you and push you. And I guess
They
in
have,
the acting,
yes.
you know,
Yeah.
feel as well, you know. Feel that he's a man, so he needs to tell you what to do.
Exactly, especially with me.
Yeah.
With her, yes, it's okay,
Yeah.
but she's how they want, calm and all that.
Yeah.
But I'm not. And so when I want something, I go for it.
Fire. Who? Yes, okay. And then we'll come back.
Thank you for the opportunity. I just wanted to find out from Jackie, being Christian in a field like this, I mean, for me, I've heard several things that happen in the field. People using all sorts of powers and stuff like that to rise to the top. So how has she been able to stand such things? I mean, if she has faced things like that before, how did she go about them?
Okay.
God brought me to where I was. I don't believe that juju man. I became Enyonam by God's grace. So what can you do for me?
Yeah.
You know, so it's God. I don't need any extra powers to take me to the next level. You know, if he had powers, why wouldn't he become Bill Clinton or Obama himself? You know? Right. Yeah. I'm on God all the time, 24/7. Yes.
You pray.
I pray.
You pray a lot.
Yes,
You
I
fast.
pray. Yeah.
Jackie,
I've been fasting though. She just asked me this question. She was complaining to me because she was fasting. I said, you too, right? It's just 12 o'clock, you're complaining. You let's see if you can fast. I said, me, I'm fast, Papa. You know, I can fast. Until my old I haven't fasted in a while. Yeah, so I used to fast. Yeah, so I haven't fasted in a while. So once, before I get into a character, I pray about it. And because I enjoy life. If I'm playing a mad woman, after I don't want to end up a mad woman.
Right.
God, take that away from me, you know.
Yeah.
So after the whole production, of course, you need to pray, you know. So prayer is number one in our industry.
What makes you take on a particular role?
It must be challenging. Should be challenging. It must be different. The storyline, the director, the cast, and good storytelling. I want to be kept in suspense. When I read the script, when I open the script to read, and from page 1 to, let's say, 15, I'm bored, I'm not going to do it. Yeah, so I need to be engaged in this. I need to know what's going to happen next. When I know that I'm in that feeling, I know that's a good script.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And have you ever gone for an audition? Apart from,
Oh, yes.
you know, things we do for love.
Oh, yes, I've gone for
They
auditions.
actually audition you?
Yes, oh, yes.
Okay.
We used to do auditions way back then. As friends used to do auditions all the time.
Okay.
Yes.
So, but now you don't
And
do
things-
auditions. They
Um,
just call you that come and take the role.
No, I have been. I went for. There's some auditions I do. Yeah.
Did she
Sometime-
audition you?
No. She's in a friend. No, she didn't audition me. She didn't audition my.
So
but
the
I've been-
taste of sin, you didn't audition. You gave her the script.
I even put her on GTV without auditioning her.
I know,
You see
right?
how powerful that is? Yes. And so for me, I always believed in her. I know she can do it. She just needs, every human being on earth just need a little bit of push.
Yeah.
And there are things that we say, oh, I can't do this, I can't do this. The moment you are pushed, you'll be able to do it. Because if, you know, when they talked about spirituality, I wanted to add something to it, that I don't know why in Africa, we are quick to judge. We need to know that if God cannot give you your success, then what are you praying for? Then what do you believe Him for? The moment any human being in Africa, Ghana especially, gets something, they relate it to something.
Yeah.
So you're not praising God. What are you telling God? That is a serious disrespect to God. If God builds you, makes you great or makes you successful, and people can only attribute it to something else, don't you think He will feel jealous? And again, what we're doing, we are not helping the young ones know that you don't need anywhere, you don't need anything, you need yourself as a person. For me, I even believe in prayers, it's you. If your heart is not clean, you won't pray and get any answers. So, and if there's a spirituality in the industry, I have not seen it. There's a young upcoming actress, somebody that fell sick. They were somewhere, and then my sister was taking care of the person. They called the mother. So I said, I've been in the industry for over 24 years. Because once I was in school, I was in the industry. I have not seen that. I don't know if people do that, but anybody who does that does not go forward in the industry. That's the truth. So, but we make it believe and we force it. But we need to learn that we shouldn't teach our young ones to think that you need extra powers to what's it called, to be great in the gift God has given you. As a teenager, she started making her money. And number one, for me, the difference is that I have to take care of my family. She doesn't have to because she's from a good home, because she doesn't talk. So if we work and even we get the money, what she will use her money to do, I cannot, because I have too many responsibilities. I will not compare myself to her. When she buys a Gucci shoe, I won't buy some, because I know the home I come from. So if you don't know that, that is why you have a problem. If you can differentiate, I am different from her, and from beginning, number one, I was born in Bolgatanga, she was born in Canada. It has already exactly, you know. And so from there alone, we are different. I won't force myself to be Jackie. No, she's calm. I'm not born calm. I won't force myself to be calm. So don't ever stop. You want to be like Jackie, but maybe you are not calm. you are like me. It doesn't make you a bad person. If you are somebody who is outspoken, you are not, just have a great heart.
Yeah.
And the things I tell her and I tell everybody around me, the things we say, God picks it.
Yeah.
Because as a child, everything I said I wanted to do, I did. I wanted to be on GTV. Oh my God, I wanted to work at GTV. I wanted to be a journalist. I wanted to be a filmmaker. I wanted to act. I did everything I needed to do. So whatever we tell ourselves, and I have friends that were in the class, wanted to be ministers, they wanted to be MPs, they wanted to be, and they all became. Wow. The only thing I didn't get to do was to do political science in Legon. But I still went back to Legon to do political science. Wow. Yes.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. So in conclusion, Jackie, what have you got to say to your fans, especially the young ones?
There's no rush to life. One step at a time. Everyone is in a rush to buy the latest Range Rover, to be in the fanciest cars, but Rome was not built in a day. If you don't give birth to it, I always give this advice because I'm very passionate about the youth who are rushing right now. And you need to know that it takes time. You will get there. Just follow the right steps. Follow your dreams. If I love to act. I love to act. So when I was a child, from age 8 or I can't remember how old I was when I watched that Barney program, but I always knew I wanted to act. So I was part of the school plays, you know. So if you love to do hair, you love to do makeup, you love to do whatever, just excel in whatever you do. Be passionate about it, love it, you know. And don't say, I want to be like Jackie because I like the flashy life she lives, so I want to go into acting. Meanwhile, you're not a good actress, you know? Yeah. You know, and it won't work out for you, you know. But if you are a good actress or a good actor, and
Jackie,
you know.
let me ask you this. It's okay that people to understand that sometimes some of the things you do, they are sponsored.
Exactly. So you see me, most of the times I travel, I don't even buy my tickets. I'm going for work, or sometimes I travel with my mom too. She's going to buy stuff. She's like, Jackie, let's go. You know, so I go with my mom, or, you know, sometimes I'm working, and most of the times I get, sometimes about, what was it? I went for a premiere, red carpet premiere. Yeah, you know, sometimes some of the brands I work for buy my tickets for me, you know. So you see me sitting in an
first class
or something, they're calculating. Meanwhile, someone has bought me my tickets. you know, and I love to save. Yeah. You know, I save a lot. I'm someone who saves my money. Wow. You know, so
save.
Yes, I save a lot. Ever since I was a kid, I can hide money. Sometimes I'll forget where I'm feeding my money. You know, so I save a lot. I really do save, and that is what has made me become who I am today. You know, I don't just spend by heart. I save a lot. Right. You know, if I get my pay, I can divide it into 3 and say, okay, I'm going to do this with this and do this with that. You know, so my steps are very calculative. Yeah, and I just want to tell you, don't rush in life. You get there at the right time. Yeah.
Don't rush in life. You'll get there at the right time. Samia, your final words.
What can I say again? I think I've said it all, but just know that in life, whatever we do, we face the consequences. So if you do good, you get it back. If you do bad, you get it back. Just have a good heart. No matter how people call you, that's not important. What God sees in you is what is important. You don't need to be fake. You don't need to let people like you by force. And anybody who forces friendship on you is not a friend. Friends, it just happens. Real friends. Don't make friends just because you've seen, hey, flashy, and Jackie's like this. She's not your friend, she's not your friend. This person would be your friend. And maybe this person you see today will shock you how the person will change your life. The person might not have. When we met, I didn't have any money. Her mother's driver would bring her to me at Top Radio. Me, I'm a hustling girl, I'm just a small journalist. I'm living on Solé and my small pay. And so how would she have ever thought that I can contribute anything important to her life? Yeah. So we should watch the people. The new generation think that, hey, Gifty Auntie is this. I want to be friends with her. Maybe my life will change. it's a lie. Maybe the person who would change your life could be a trotro driver.
Yeah.
If he's genuine and you are genuine.
Yeah. Thank you very much. So we just have these little tokens, you know. We just want you to keep them, and then anytime you use it, you remember that you contributed, you know, towards the lives of some young people who are in the studio and who watch you, and they learned a lot. So this is for you, and this is for Samira. Let me. It looks like an award. Let me show you how it's like. This is from Yekoa tie dye. So this is it.
This is beautiful.
And
This
I
is
always
it.
need a family.
It's like my dress.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's why I gave that one to you.
I love fans. These days it's really hot outside.
Side, you know. So anytime when you travel somewhere, then you should, everybody will be
Yes,
looking at you. You know.
exactly.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I'll be
you.
back with a bit of me. One of the things my father, may he rest in peace, told me as a little girl is that nobody owes me anything in this world apart from him and my mother who brought me in this world. Anything and everything somebody does for me to support me or to help me or to push me, it's upon us. It's out of their will. So I should never feel entitled to anything. Yes, everybody needs help. Everybody needs somebody. But just as you are looking around, waiting, hoping to have somebody to push you, why don't you also push somebody, support somebody, hold somebody's hand? Most of the time I hear people say that, oh, but me, what do I have? What? Listen, it doesn't matter what you have. It's not okay to always be the one saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. There's always something you can give. Is it a smile, a word of encouragement, a service, something small to show appreciation? Words. We become a people who feel that people do us good or do good things because they are okay, they have it. There's no blessing in that. There's absolutely no blessing in that. We must learn to appreciate people, no matter how little they do for us, because they've gone out of their way to do it. The sense of entitlement that most of us have now, we must do away with it. Because when you do that, you know what? There comes a time when people get fed up with you and there'll be nobody willing to help you. But hey, God has got us. God is the all-knowing. God is the ultimate rewarder. But he uses human beings. He uses human beings. He works through people. So everybody needs somebody. God loves us. He's got us covered. But he has given us wisdom. Let's learn to apply it. Thanks for watching. See you same time next week. Bye for now.